I'll take the special. The Arcana. The other side. At last. Kacinth, the Black Coat. Envelop me in darkness that our foes cannot escape.
I like the sound of that. May we converse?
Lim and Oros, awaken.
Toughening up.
Lim, Oros.
Mind telling all these
Commander, the thing is, I confronted Typhon himself just last night. While Kronos schemes from the underworld, that monstrosity attacks Olympus.
I knew all that. It's just, I was just checking to see if my disciples had the nerve to stand up for that which they truly believed. And they did. Nice going, everyone.
So you knew of Typhon's return? If I'm to serve the night, I would know her will. By my birthright. Fear is for the living and the dead. The warrior sigil. I was beginning to think this one would never show his face. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
A fellow student of death, to have confronted monstrous Typhon with such zeal. My kin insisted that I act upon the violence spiraling out of control, and I do wish to see your prowess, so here, a first of many contributions to the cause.
The will to fight. That's that. Olympus.
You've seen the size of the bloody monster been clambering up our mountainside, would you? I haven't, thankfully, but hearing that he's pretty big in size. Typhon himself. I scarce can keep a steady hand with him about.
Heading in. Back to dust. My silver shines. Shades,
perhaps had planned for us, but bad news is, it's Typhon, and he's big. But my pop stopped him once, so how hard could it be?
Greater might. That light.
It's blasted Typhon, girl. The worst monstrosity you can imagine. Kronos up and decided to wake him from his deathly slumber and pointed him towards us. So what if we cannot die? Things can still be very bad for us.
Now. More pylons are nearby. Let's get the lay of the land. You shades are getting out of there. Lord Ares. Lord Ares, I know mortal warriors often would make offerings to you before their battles to the death. I likewise wish to pay you my respects. No mercy for our foes.
I shall not take such honors without giving in return, especially from one who understands my work. A living weapon such as you ought to have this.
This I accept from you, my lord. Olympus, I accept this message. For the battle to come. The barrier's almost down.
Certain thought. Peace. Fear nothing, sorceress. At least not from me here. Beyond the city gates, I shall be testing your resolve whenever you speak the vows. But in this pharmacy, as I call it, I merely test the potency of my concoctions and the like.
But you fought against me with such rancor, Lady Medea. If there is some bad blood between us, I would like to know the cause.
Perish the very thought. I merely wish for you to not let down your guard with anyone. And besides, there's no bad blood for those of our predilection. All blood has its uses. There you have it. Now that, some other time.
Come on up. Let me show you the way. Good.
In one forgotten.
A pox upon our enemies.
Now what? Another time sign. Predictable. That was the last of them. Olympus, I accept this message.
Look, I only had a couple here and there.
Are you quite serious, Cyclops? The bodies of the dead ought not to be consumed. All sorts of diseases and the like.
I'm telling you, they can be pretty good. Just gotta age them right. But anyways, we can pick up on that later. Got a warm one over there.
Lady Medea, I cannot believe the two of you are getting on like this. The Testament of Night requires that you form alliances with those who stand in our way.
We merely have a common interest, sorceress. The Cyclops yet stands in your way, so have at him. I'm here to make the night more foul at your own behest. On him.
What'd I tell you?
Let go!
Here's something.
Spread plague, Cyclops.
You stink! No.
Impressive. return to Shadow now.
A narrow victory, but still. By will of night. The hilt. Done there. Tula, fish. It's over. Another shrimp. Now for the captain's wheel. In the name of Hades. Very well. Come on, sticklers.
Got the goods. On time, here we go. Takes care of that.
Hi.
Way back when, I always wanted to find you the best bottle of nectar I could. But I never did. Adding to the list of things I perhaps should have approached differently.
Please don't dwell on the past so much. You thought you'd never see me again, but I'm here now. I appreciate this moment that we have.
I won't forget it. I saw huge plumes of fire shooting from the summit of Olympus recently. Thought the whole mountain was erupting. But on closer inspection, it was you, fighting someone. And then some deranged eagle chased me off.
That was Prometheus the Titan and his pet. He's turned against the gods and is personally leading the siege of Olympus. Claims to know the future and to fight for mortal kind, using the flames he stole from my family.
I didn't realize he'd broken free. What do mortals have to do with this whole feud with Kronos, anyhow? I thought all he wanted was his vengeance. Probably Prometheus as well. Careful with that.
Some nectar.
Till next time.
A new course needs to be set. Last one. Sure.
Got you this.
Special delivery. Cersei's Island.
Myrtle leaf, lichen, garlic, bark of pine, dash of oil, drop of wine. Welcome back.
Madam Cersei, I'm grateful that we had a chance to meet again after all this time. Your kindness to me always meant a lot, and I wanted to give you this small token in return.
Nectar! Oh, thank you, little miss. I've made attempts to brew my own, but never get it right. Though why don't you take this in kind? Think of it as a little island souvenir.
It's beautiful and quite adorable. Thank you.
So what is even happening there at the Mountain of the Gods? Some nights, great plumes of flame appear on the horizon, and storm clouds, terrible as ever I have seen.
The source of these phenomena is a two-pronged assault on Mount Olympus. The Titan Prometheus and his raiders, and the monster Typhon himself. I'm headed to face them.
Good heavens, you mean face them all, Poppet? Although perchance the perils you confront beneath the earth are even worse. Let me protect you then, as best I can. You are all grown up.
I'm Titan-sized.
Moonlight guide you.
How diplomatic.
My warmongering son is likely to blame for all this, yet you choose him.
Had to do it. She wants a fight, does she? Satisfied?
Behold.
We're royalty, my dear. We ought behave with a more regal bearing, yes?
not belong to you. Mistakes were made.
Before the land was split, mortals would gather and create competitions for the glory of the gods. But now the gods themselves appear to fight over the few remaining scraps.
There's still enough for all of us, I think. Next vessel. Something else. Front of the fleet. Hear me, on my authority. I reached the summit of Olympus finally. They're fighting back against Typhon himself. Perhaps you knew already. He's quite enormous, yes.
You're here.
If you admire Ares so much, know that he has lent me his aid. I have his blessing even now. Though I suppose you still won't be compelled to step aside.
You suppose right, and say you do have Ares making up for all your weakness. It's probably because he wants this war to last and last. He can aid you, I can aid him. Things are heating up. Reloading. Hey, babe. Empty again. Free for all, everybody! Here comes my favorite part. Spread fire!
but still.
Oh. Onward. The amulet. No, you don't. Automaton's going to attack on sight.
In the name of Zeus! We need to talk.
Name of Hades.
You bear the amulet I gave to you. May it protect you and strike fear into the hearts of your enemies whenever I am not around to do the same.
Thank you, Lady Athena. The creature engraved on this, it's a Gorgon, isn't it? A guardian of some sort?
Oh, not exactly, no. More of a cautionary reminder about what happens when we gods are openly defied. Don't lose your head out there, cousin. Done. Fight on, cousin.
For Limandoros. What's for delivery? Suffer. I can use this. You Drakens ought to choose wiser alliances. Blast!
that Icarus flying about? At first I took him for some giant ghostly bird, but it's that kid of Daedalus, all right. I reckon he made his latest wings himself. He's not too bad.
The Smith God's power. Won't fail. Olympus, I accept this message. Good evening.
Credit to the most efficient killer here. You do the work, you get the coin. Now then.
We deliver.
At last, Idol Queen. Fuck. Welcome to your ancestral mountain, sister. Everything you dreamed of, I once yearned to be here too. I got over it.
Yet you're still defending this place. You speak as though you've lost your purpose, but I've seen you fight.
Purpose. The gods asked the world of me before I could join them here, only to have to defend their honor some more. You'll find your own purpose soon enough. You truly take me for a fool, believing I would drink from this. You could have ensorcelled the contents in any number of ways to drive me to madness, or worse.
I swear to you upon my father's name that I've done no such thing. And it would have obviously spoiled if I had. Do you want to see me drink it first?
No. I can dispose of it myself.
Coin for Charon.
I know full well we cannot stand on ceremony whilst our entire way of life is under threat. Yet surely my dear son Hephaestus here need not be so uncouth at every opportunity.
Not like think you ever taught me proper manners, Mum. Fortunately, I did learn a couple things, even without having a role model like you.
Our bond renewed.
Agent of change. I'm but a Titan and unarmed. Should you get past me, however, I know that you know you're certainly no match for what awaits.
Perhaps you simply know less than you think. And now you're going to call me arrogant or something, I suppose.
I would have, yes. But since you've foreseen that outcome, it shall not come to pass. Well, if you truly think you can withstand that monstrosity, let's see you withstand me.
Always a pattern.
Enough of this. Legion's fire support.
I don't think so.
I do. Strange. Can you predict what shall occur as easily as I? Gaitos and I have done what needed to be done. Now you go do the same.
Saw that coming. A feather. Tula, be my guest. No escape. Excellent catch, Tula. Could try a different one. Might as well. Ought to help. What happened here?
At first, the storm which now engulfs the summit of Olympus may appear to have been wrought by gods in their defense, but its monstrosity belies a far more sinister nature.
Typhon. To all our family, welcome. Come, you monsters. Closer to the top. That broodling again. One less of Typhon's brood. In the name of Hades. All right. Looking forward to this. What is this? shadow now.
Olympus, no. Let's hear this one. Will this truly come to pass? Welcome, Lord Charon. Right on time. Now. This strength is mine. There. Wow, what brings you all the way out here? The Taverna is just about the last place I expected to find you.
Way to make me feel incredibly self-conscious. Thanks, Mel. But yeah, I'm trying to put myself out there a bit more, I guess. Now that you've saddled me with my big, important task.
Well, I think that's great. Though I know how difficult it is. I used to never be able to approach others, but I kept doing it, and it's easier now.
Easier, but never easy, right? I don't know why I bother. Most of these jades are pretty boring.
They haven't met you yet. What are we in the mood for? Would you play this one, please? Pure potential. By will of night shall I confront still greater rivals now. So mote it be.
Rest well.
Full bloom. Gaia's bounty.
We've not too many shades all the way out on the Olympus front. Only a few brave souls. They're saying that you met Lady Athena face to face. How is she holding up?
Considering she's holding back great numbers of the Titan's forces single-handedly, she seems remarkably composed.
I'd ask you thank her for the times she may have saved my skin, but discretion's for the best.
You sure I shouldn't say anything?
Aye.
Got yet another Titan up against us, huh? Prometheus. One of the smart ones, so they say. And now, an enemy. Could have been on our side had your family not... you know.
Yes, the whole chain him to a mountain so an eagle could eat his regenerating liver for eons thing. Not one of the proudest moments on Olympus, I have to imagine.
Come ask me whether he deserves his vengeance if ever you want to feel any worse about that whole mess.
Watch with the treason, Nem.
May my loot bring you fortune and fame.
Interesting. Grant me the aspect of Nyx.
Glory be to Mother Night and stuff.
This has grave thirst this eve.
A secret monument now.
I can intensify the vow of rivals now. That fear may spread. Best be a little cautious here. To Tartarus. The rains return. superior might. In we go. Tula, now!
Had enough surface air for now. I get it, Em. The more familiar path is often best. Either way.
Yes. Let's hear it, Whispers.
In all my wrangler, I never thought Kronos completely mad. But what else could have driven him to use the father of all monsters as a weapon? Typhon heeds no master. The destruction of Olympus shall not sate his appetites.
Let's see what we can find. That you, Arachne?
Oh, little fly, come. Huh. Where have you been lately, my friend? I'd grown so well accustomed to you visiting these woods that when you didn't show up for a night or two, I became a touch concerned is all.
I'm sorry that I worried you. My task requires that I head up to the surface now, as well as down below. It's a big adjustment for me there.
You went that way? I don't so much as miss it anymore where I came from. Well, you must know your way around, but if you need a local's point of view, you need but ask. Oh, yes.
A little pain is all.
Oh, do be careful.
You meet again. You bear the blessing of the king of the Olympians himself. I expected that he would have been too preoccupied to be of direct assistance, although he does have a vested interest in your victory.
Caught out. Tula never fails.
You found a specimen.
Again, this moonlit grove in Erebus.
Oh? Greetings, little raven. Flew off. always use more. And caught. It's a figment. No.
By that abhorrent monster Typhon. It is more than a threat. It is an insult. I control the seasons, yet he dares smother our mountain in his foul storm.
Couldn't hurt. Must have been my Chaos Spoon just then. Won't hurt at all. By the will of Chaos.
Behold your queen. Admit it, girl. You would have taken any sort of blessing here and now, whether from me or any of my kin. Well, as the fates would have it.
By her grace. I've run into Lord Hermes at the summit of Olympus, making preparations against Typhon with the rest. Have you been able to cross paths with him? So, not for very long.
Precious rain. Had your fill of Olympus for a while. Surpassing me here must be far less burdensome than having to gouge all of Typhon's eyes.
It's positively pleasant by comparison. But I'll get back to dealing with the father of all monsters soon enough.
Then gather what strength you can in the meantime. For now, the underworld awaits. But I yet hold the key. Crust flames burn. Total eclipse. Once more with me, sisters. Return to Shadow now.
Outlasted her.
Please take your time. How fare you, little one? Little one, do not presume to think your movements are invisible to me. I see you plainly where you stand. A trespass for which you shall suffer, although regrettably not by my hand right now. Not yet.
My boon from Chaos came alive. That singing. My claim. It's not for me to decide how many battles I have left. But knowing I have your support in them means a great deal, my lord. May we achieve all our objectives soon enough.
Such nectar often is withheld till victory, although in many ways I feel as though we have already won. I have at least, and to that end, I'll find a moment to enjoy this properly. I recently returned from certain travels, for my work is never done. I was pleased to see that matters here were well in hand, much better off than when I left in many ways. I take it you're to thank in no small part?
Nemesis.
Look at me when I'm talking to you, you louse. All right, you can't. Must be so sick of staring at yourself by now.
The only thing I'm sick of, I forget your name, is you tramping about, disturbing my peace. If you don't have anything nice to say, why don't you go?
Still indignant after all this time. As you learn to show respect, you might not be stuck forever in the company of a buffoon. Well, drink it in.
Are you all right? Nemesis can be rather terse. She didn't hurt you or anything, did she?
She said something just there, about how I'm stuck forever in the company of a buffoon. She couldn't have meant... No way. She's jealous. She likes me, and playing hard to get. Unlike some people who come on a little strong. Help yourself.
Granddaughter. Of late, even my radiant young sister must sully her delicate hands in all the field work that must be done. She is even beginning to take to it. Aren't you, Hera, our queen?
Oh, Demeter, these hands have seen more than you know. I simply do not flaunt the hardships I've endured. One can be as strong as a rock without taking on its texture.
Switch to a rarer boon. Too good a boon to miss. There.
suit you. Very good.
Not what I want.
As you wish.
How disappointing, yet how typical this is.
Let's take it easy now.
Your struggles only entertained me for so long. Be gone already, girl.
Out you go. I'm soaked.
You called it, Rox. It's been so nice without you recently, lady. We've been playing our full set list night after night. No technical difficulties. Even had more and more sailors dropping in.
Those sailors dropping in are probably the Titan's naval forces I've been vanquishing throughout the Rift of Thessaly above. I think I recognize a few out in the stands.
You expect me to believe you've been promoting our events? We're getting lots of word of mouth lately, sure, but you had nothing to do with it, except by going away. We're Skillet and Sirens! Echo, if you see it fall,
just won't shut up. Try another one, maybe. The figurine. Closer now.
Just about to clear the way. I'll make them come around.
One of us will. The Nicaeans.
Fair. Tell me something, and don't you dare mock me or you'll regret it. How do I get into Tartarus? Managed to make it through the fields, then hit a dead end. Kept hitting it.
Tartarus is sealed off. The only reason I'm able to get in is because not even Kronos can take away my birthright and divine authority over the place. Although, if not for Headmistress, I wouldn't have known how to use it.
No help at all. Forget I even asked. Got to be some other way inside, and if not, just have to make one, I guess. For now, enjoy the lack of competition while you can.
Good find. Illuminate my path. Okay. I bid you shine for me again tonight.
The god of war decided that his intervention is required and has granted you some of his violent strength. It may seem difficult to trust in Ares.
I should be able to get out, I think. Drink that up. Hear me, on my authority. Shades there. Grow golden once again. is possible. Some assistance, please. Victory. A tearjerker. Olympus, I accept this message. I have the gold.
Behold the stars.
Show me the way. I can't. Into the purse. Smackers. And now my claim. I'm not your prey. Olympus, I accept this message. Worth the risk. I grow strong. should be useful. Farewell, Lord Charon. You'll soon feel better again, Cerberus.
Spewing hound of hell grows momentarily quite calm, having detected finally the princess of the dead.
You're safe now. You're all right. I'd best switch keepsakes there. That one. One last drop. Maintenance access. Should be a clear path to the house.
Do tell Hades I said greetings if you happen to run into him.
More? seeds of the poppy. Father.
The monstrous Hound of Hell bears countless fangs as if to...
My father, he visited me recently, demanding that I tell him where to find you. I made clear I did not know, but you are drawing more of his attention.
You're saying he tortured you, that blasted wretch. He won't need to find me. I'm about to find him.
Do not misunderstand. We merely spoke. Granted, that is a rarity in itself. You never knew what to do with my brothers or me. Never should have had us at all.
Father, please don't speak that way. What even happened with you all? I know the tales of how you vanquished him, but know so little of how it was for you growing up.
We often fought. He believed we would take after him. None of us did. And when the fates decided that the time had come for us to rule in his stead, he resisted. Bitterly. But these old memories, I would leave them buried. Granted. Go on then.
For our family. More sand skulls. Selene, show my foe to me. Two more chambers. Thank you, Selene. Right. How great the treasury. Can't go full blast. Who needs gold anyway? Have this, have this, have this. Set. strength of Earth.
Returned from above ground. I understand your latest vainglorious attempt to reclaim Olympus for the gods did not pan out. Perhaps in the moment you witnessed the father of all monsters and all his terrifying stature, you at last understood your folly.
You awakened that monstrosity and call me vainglorious? Typhon is not going to take orders from you or anyone. He'll have nothing left to rule over if he has his way.
No, you gods shall have nothing left to rule over if he has his way, and I mine. Typhon may not be the negotiating type, but we need no agreement to pursue the same result. Tend to be more punctual than this. Where did you go?
Not returning yet.
Did you truly think you would prevail against me once more?
Again.